guys, so this is your third week of practice video. We're going to go over some stuff today. We're going to make this a little bit longer since because of the weather conditions we weren't actually able to have class. So we're going to be having some fun. We're going to be training really hard. Hope you can jump in and do the video with me. Make sure that you have plenty of room around you. You're not going to hit anything or step on anything. Make sure there's not a bunch of Legos laying on the floor or whatever if you're practicing with this at home. All right, let's get started. We're going to go ahead and bow in like we normally would in class. 준비, 차렷, 경례. I am a martial artist. I will choose integrity over comfort, courtesy over selfishness, and self-control over indulgence. In difficulty, I will persevere, for I have been created with a purpose to help those around me and to improve myself daily. This is my creed for the journey. 준비. All right, guys, excellent. The very first exercise we're going to be doing today is shuffle punches. The way this works is that we're going to start down in a horse stance. From here, we're going to have our hands right on our hips. We're going to shuffle by bringing this foot over to this one and then stepping out, and then we're going to do two punches. Boom, boom. Then we're going to shuffle back the other way. Boom, boom. Two punches, okay? So we're going to go back and forth like that every time I count. All right, everybody getting a great horse stance. We're going to start by going this direction. Ready, and 하나, 아야, 둘, 아야. 셋, 아야, 넷, 아야, 다섯, 아야, 여섯, 아야, 일곱, 아야, 여덟, 아야, 아홉, 아야, 육, 아야. There you go. Hope I messed with you just a little bit there. We're going to do that one more time, but we're going to do it a little bit faster. This time I'm not going to count. You're just going to try to follow with me. All right? Here we go. Horse stance. Nice and deep. Toes should be aimed forward. Knees should be bent. Hands on the hips. Backs up nice and straight. Ready, and go! Go fast. And fast. And fast. Keep those knees bent. Don't get straight. And time. Very good. All right, hope that gets your heart rate moving just a little bit. Now our next exercise is going to be squat jacks. Here's how it works. You're going to start with your feet together, your hands by your sides. We're going to go feet apart, hands up in front, do a nice deep squat, and then back together. Here we go. Ready? 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 요. Keep it going. 요 하나, 요 둘, 요 셋, 요 넷, 요 다섯, 요 여섯, 요 일곱. We're almost done. 요 여덟, nice and deep. 요 아홉, your very best one. 요. Excellent job. All right. Take just a second to catch your breath. Nice deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Try to expand your belly when you breathe in. That means we're filling up our lungs all the way down, not just up here at the top. All right. The next thing we're going to do is what we call keep on kicks. That means we're going to stand in one place and do some kicks with my count. So let's all go to a right leg back fighting stance. Very good. We're going to start with a front kick. Knee comes up. Point the toes, extend out, and bring it back. On my count, ready, and 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 요. Excellent. Let's go ahead and switch feet. Got to work both sides. Ready, and 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 요. Excellent. Switch feet. All right, time to throw those side kicks. So we're going to take our front leg. We're going to turn completely sideways. We're going to chamber. Boom. Throw a great side kick. Let's do about belt level today. Ready? 하나, 둘, 셋. Make sure you're pushing out with the bottom of your foot. 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 요. we go again. Let's do this other side. Make sure you're completely sideways so you can throw that side kick straight out. Ready? Hana. Do. Set. Net. Daso. Yaso. Yugo. Yoro. A hop. You. Very good. All right. Take a second, grab your breath. Great. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to strengthen our upper body a little bit and our core. This is called arm threading. Sometimes we call it the twist and reach. Here's how it works. You're going to be in a push-up position. You're going to hold your body up. If this is all you can do, do this. But I think you can do better than this. What you're going to do is you're going to reach your hand through and then up to the sky and then back down. Okay? And then we'll do the other side. Through, up, and back down. Just like that. Let me show it to you one time from the side. I'm here, I'm reaching under, up, and down. All right, you guys ready? Let's do it together. Hana, and down. Do, and down. Set, and down. Net, and down. Daso, and down. Yaso, and down. Yugo. And down, yoro. And down, a hop. And down, you. And relax. Excellent job. Our next exercise today is going to be our V-sit. So, we want to make sure that we have great core strength. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to sit with our knees up like this. We're going to keep our hands up here. Whenever I say go, we're simply going to rock back, balance on our tush, and stick our toes up. This is called a V-sit. Now, there are variations on V-sits. This just happens to be the one we're doing today. All right. Hope you guys are enjoying this so far. Let's make those belly muscles strong. Here we go. Ready? And up. Find that balance point. You don't want to lay on your back for this. We're going to hold this for, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes or so. I'm just kidding. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All right. Deep breath in. Okay, let's do it again. Ready? Get set. Go. Don't forget to breathe. 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Okay, we're going to do it one more time. Now, we like to say in my classes, last time, best time, and that encourages us to really push through and get that great perseverance in our last effort. Okay, here we go. Ready? Last time, best time. Go. Don't let those legs droop. Stay up on your tush. Don't roll onto your back. You can do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Excellent job. All right, hope that core is really doing well for you. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to let that relax on this side, but we're going to work the back side of our core and our hamstrings here. This exercise is called a half bridge. We're going to use this next week in class when we escape from somebody sitting on top of us. But for today, we want to work on getting our bellies up off the floor, being able to push somebody off of us, kind of like a bucking bronco, right? Or a horse or something like that. Obviously a bronco is a horse, but it's me on a horse. Never mind. Forgive me. All right, so we're here. From here, we're simply going to take our hands, cover up our head, and get our head up off the floor. We don't want to be laying back for this. We actually want to be tucked in nice and tight. We want our heels on the floor, not toes like this, heels flat. Now, when I say go, what I mean is I want you to take your belly and lift it as high as you can into the sky. So you're going to push up, boom. Now, I don't want you to come up on your toes like this. It actually feels like you're going higher, but you're not. You're actually reducing the amount of force you can put into the ground here. So keep your heels locked down. All right, we're going to do these about 3 times. We're going to do them for about 20 seconds each. Ready? Get set. Lift.
Halfway through, keep holding it as high as you can. Give it your very best. 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. Excellent. Okay, now we're going to do this again, but this time I want you to really think about pushing with your hamstrings, okay? So I want you to push those heels down and extend with your hamstrings to get your belly up as high as you can. Ready, get set, tuck the chin, and go. Don't let your elbows go down and push you up. You're going to keep your elbows up, covering that face. 5, 4, don't forget to breathe. 3, 2, 1, and down. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to do this one more time, and this time I want you to focus on one other part of your body, and that's going to be this section right across your lower back, just above where your belt would sit if you were wearing a belt. You want to focus on this section of your back and think about squeezing that muscle. All right, here we go. Ready? Get set, tuck the chin, and push. As hard as you can. Squeeze those muscles right along your lower back here. Don't forget to breathe. We need that oxygen. Keep the heels down on the floor. You can do it. See if you can go higher than the person training with you if you've got somebody training with you. Or higher than me if you're training solo. 3, 2, a little bit higher. And 1, down. Very good. All right, excellent. Now, let's learn some skills, shall we? The next thing we're going to work on is we're going to work on our side kick. Now, we've already done some of those with our Kibon earlier, but what I want to do is I want you to get your reaction time to get shorter, okay? So whenever we get attacked or whenever we're sparring, if you end up doing this for sport, you want to be able to kick fast and accurate so that if somebody attacks you, boom, that kick goes out really quick. So we're going to try to work on that today by doing a little game. Before we do that, let's make sure we have a great side kick going. So you're in your sideways stance here. Now, obviously, if you're in a self-defense situation, you're not going to start off by turning completely sideways to your opponent. You're going to keep your toes toward them and your eyes on them with your hands up in front and guarding. But should maybe they attack from the side, or maybe you start to turn away and they come in, you can still throw that great side kick from the side, okay? So that's what we're going to start with today. As you get more advanced at this, there are many different versions of a side kick that you can use. For today, we're going to start hands up completely sideways, okay? Now, when you throw your side kick, your knee should come up in front of your body. That should cause your bottom foot to pivot with your heel towards your target. In this case, my target is the camera. So now I'm going to push my heel out, bring it back, and set it down, okay? Now, I hopped a little bit for balance there. Eventually, what I want you to be able to do is pull it up, extend it out, bring it back, and set it down, because that shows you have great body control. It's also going to help you with your accuracy and speed once you get it all down. For now, all I want you to do is focus on chambering in front of your belly and then extending out. Rechamber, set it down, okay? So it's up, out, return, down. But we're going to do it fast. Boom! Okay? So let's try that together. What we're going to do is this. I'm going to have this shield over here. I'm going to hold it on the side of my body. You guys are going to be in a right leg back fighting stance. As soon as this shield pops around in front, you're going to try to kick at it as fast as you can. Now, if you're watching this on your laptop or your tablet or whatever, make sure you don't actually kick whatever it is you're watching it on, okay? Make sure you've got plenty of distance in between you and the objects around you. Okay, here we go. With your right leg back, which means you're going to be kicking with your left leg. Ready? And kick! Oh, I hope you got it fast. Ready? Kick! Good. Kick! Excellent. Now, what I want you to do is not watch this pad. I want you to watch my chest right here. Just below my chin, just in between my shoulders. I want you to get used to watching that section of my body, because that's what's going to tell you when I'm about to move. Ready? Kick! Good. Let's do 3 more on this side. Kick! Kick! Oh, you got to be fast. Hey! Kick! Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Hope I got some of you with that little trick. Now, this time you're going to be switching with your left leg back and your right leg in front. Make sure you're turned all the way sideways. Let's do one practice kick on this side. Chamber, pivot that bottom leg, kick, rechamber, and set it back down. Here we go. Ready? Kick. 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 Super fast on this one. Ready? And kick.
kick. Oh, gotta be quick. Kick. 2 more on this side. Kick. Excellent. Last one. Ready? Kick. Awesome. Okay, so that's what we're going to be thinking about as we work today on our kicks, is as having that great reaction time. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to be switching over to our elbow strikes. We're not as concerned about our reaction time on this, because this is a close range thing where somebody's maybe grabbed hold of you, or you're in a close grappling range. Maybe you're stuck in a hallway and you need to use a shorter striking implement. So a kick is great, but it's long, it reaches way out there. If somebody's right up next to me, I can't use that. So I have to use something shorter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use an elbow today. Now, the elbow that we're going to use today is called a reverse elbow. That can be a little bit confusing. I want you to think about it this way. Reverse means back. So I'm going to use the back of my elbow, okay? If I say a reverse punch, it means I'm using the back hand, the one that's furthest away from the camera, okay? Furthest away from my opponent. In this particular case, I'm using a reverse elbow. I'm actually going to use the hand that's closest to my opponent, but I'm using the back, i.e. the reverse, of my elbow, okay? So, what I want you to do is this. I want you to take your hands and I want you to put them up like chicken wings, okay? Now I want you to cross them, stack one on top of the other. Now, when I say go, I want you to pull your elbows out to the sides. Ready, set, go. Boom! Excellent. So what you just did is a simultaneous double reverse elbow, okay? That's a lot of words, but basically what that means is you struck with both the backs of your elbows toward opponents, maybe on either side of you. So let's go ahead and get into a right leg back fighting stance, and let's make this work together. So our right leg back fighting stance, we're going to go with toes almost toward our opponent, or toward me in this particular case. You guys are going to take your front hand, the one that's closest to you. In this case, it should be your left if you're mirroring my movement. You're going to take your left hand, you're going to reach across. You're going to touch your opposite shoulder, almost like you're trying to scratch an itch on the back of your shoulder, okay? From here, you're simply going to pull forward, boom, toward the camera so that you're hitting, boom, right here with the back of your elbow, okay? Let's try it together. Ready? Hands up, reach back, elbow strike. There it is. Now, don't pull it way around because the bad guy's in front of you. You want to pull it out straight toward the camera, or straight toward, sorry, camera for me, the screen for you, all right? Pull it straight toward me. Ready? Reach across. Hana. Aya. Reach across. Do. Aya. Reach across. Set. Aya. Excellent. Let's try the other side. Nice and slow. Reaching across, grabbing that shoulder, and then pulling out. Boom. Just like that, using the back of the elbow. That's why it's called a reverse elbow. Here we go. Reach. Pull. Aya. If you've ever started a lawnmower or some other type of engine, this is the motion you're using. Ready? Reach across. Aya. Excellent. Make sure you're not dropping this hand. Reach across. Aya. Excellent job. Okay, let's do a few more on the other side and a few more on this side, and then we'll get things moved on to the next technique. What I'm going to do is I'm going to count. We're going to go as fast as we can, but still using great technique. Now, for those of you that have seen this technique before, I want you to do something for me. I want you to think about shifting your weight. As you reach back and across, and then pull out, your weight's going to shift to your front foot. Boom, so that I've got lots of mass going into my strike. All right, here we go. Ready? Right leg's back. Hana, aya, do, aya, set, aya, net, aya, dazzle, aya. Excellent work. Let's go ahead and switch feet. Other side. Get set. Hana, aya, do, aya, set, aya, net, aya. That's all. Excellent work. Okay, guys, we've got one more technique for you today, and that is the 2 first steps and blocks of our 4-direction block. Now, in class, we have covered a down block and we covered an outside block. Okay? If you missed that class, they're very simple. It just means you're going to reach up to your opposite shoulder and then chop down, boom, right over your knee on the same side. If you're doing an outside block, think about scooping up ice cream, okay? So you've got this big vat of ice cream, you want to dump some into a bowl for you to eat, so you're going to scoop it up and dump it out. You always want this to cross your face. You want to make sure it comes up and then all the way to the outside of your face. You don't want it to stop here, okay? Because then you still get hit in the face. That's terrible, okay? All right, so get ready. We're going to do the first 2 steps. The very first step is a step backwards. So if you're using your right hand and right leg, I'm going to use my opposite side here. So I tell you what, let's do this. I'm gonna turn away from you and we're gonna do the steps first, and then we're gonna add in the blocks. So I'm gonna turn and face this direction. Now, I want you to step with the same leg that I step with. So if I step with this leg, you're gonna step with this leg, okay? We're actually gonna step with this one though, now that you're confused enough. We're gonna take this leg over here, we're just gonna take one step back. Now one step forward. Excellent. Now, let's do that again. This time I'm gonna face you. You're gonna be stepping with this leg over here, okay? So you're facing me, I'm gonna step with this leg, you're gonna step with this leg. So, when we step, we're gonna step backwards first. So we're gonna step, boom, here. When we step, we want a great forward stance. That means that our heel is on the floor, our leg is almost locked, not completely locked so that our hip is rocked forward, but we've got just a tiny bit of bend in that leg. The front knee is bent and directly over the center of our front foot. Now, if you feel unbalanced here, it's likely because your feet are lined directly up, okay? And you're falling to one side or the other. You want your feet apart, about shoulder width or maybe a little bit more for this forward stance, okay? So let's try this together. Ready? Hands on the belt. We're gonna step back. Boom, great forward stance, bend that front knee, excellent. Now we're gonna step forward. Again, great forward stance, bend that front knee, keep the back leg straight. Now we worked on this last week in our video. Hope you guys have had a chance to practice it. So now we're gonna add in the blocks. All right, starting with your right hand, you're gonna step back with your left foot and you're gonna chop with your right hand. So let's take that right hand, put it up on our shoulder. The other hand is gonna go down in front of our body. I'll give you a second to get that. Now from here, we're gonna pull this hand back to our hip and this hand's gonna chop down. If you're struggling with that, you can just leave this hand on your hip, pull this one up to your shoulder and chop down until you get the coordination down, okay? Here we go, ready? Chamber, step, down block. Good, make sure those heels are on the floor, we're not rocking back and forth. Now, you're gonna step forward with this foot and you're gonna scoop the ice cream with this hand. As you do so, this hand's gonna pull back to your hip. Ready? Step forward, scoop and pull. Excellent, make sure that crosses your face line. You don't wanna stop in front of your face, you wanna go slightly to the side. All right, let's do that again. Ready? Chumbi, chamber, step back, chop. Make sure your heels are on the ground, don't bounce your feet. Step forward, outside block. Excellent, one more time. Step back and chop, boom. Step forward and outside block, boom. Excellent. Okay guys, that's the end of our video today. I do want you to practice at home, either with this video or by yourself. I want you to make sure that you're practicing those forward stances, making sure the heels are locked down to the ground so you've got great structure in your body, so that whenever you do have to strike, you can strike well with power and precision. Guys, thanks for training this week. Hope the weather doesn't hold you guys down too much. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Keep training, keep growing.